NFC North, Joe, how you feeling about the NFC North, man? We got the
Man,
Bears, we got the Lions, we got the Pack, we got the Vikings. Interesting division, man. It's another division, man. I think a lot of people have slept on, but recently
mhm,
it's come up. It's
yeah.
come up, man. So how you feeling about the NFC North, man? What you got top to bottom or bottom to top?
Yeah, NFC North, another tough one. But let's get it started, man. Number 4. Sorry, man. Sam Darnold, I don't believe in you. Minnesota Vikings are number 4.
Mm,
They're number 4. Now, I didn't believe too much in JJ, but he was playing good in the preseason. But it's a preseason. He's a rookie quarterback. He's going to struggle. But he's not there no more. He's hurt for the year. So we got Sam Darnold. I do not believe in him. I'm sorry. I do not believe in it. I know they went and got Aaron Jones. They re-signed. They extended Justin Jefferson. He's excited. But I'm sorry. Y'all are number 4. Number 3, Caleb and the Bears.
mm.
They're number 3. Now I know a lot of people are high on them. I get it. You're high on them. They got receivers, right? Already got good defense. You know the one question mark that nobody's really talking about with this team is the head coach.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about this head coach, AJ. I'm not saying he's bad, not saying he's good. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to get from this head coach, but a rookie quarterback in a division where they had 2 playoff teams last year, so I'm going to have Caleb Williams and the Bears at number 3. Now this was tough right here.
Mm,
All right, number 2, ah, the Green Bay Packers.
okay, okay,
I
okay.
got the Green Bay Packers at number 2. Jordan Love, you my guy. I was high on you last year. I had y'all win the division last year, but you got to that slow start. Turned up towards the end of the season, but I get it. Now, the Lions and the Packers, I got literally the Lions edging them out by 1 game. All right, I have the Packers finishing with a better division record, but the Lions finishing with 1 game better than the Packers. I think.
Interesting. Okay, okay.
I mean, we're gonna get to it, but I think I ain't gonna go deep into that. That's what I got. I got the Lions number 1,
Okay,
Packers
okay.
2, Vikings 4th, and the Bears 3.
All right. I think this is where people gonna turn me off, Joe.
Uh oh.
I think this is where people are gonna turn me off.
Oh
I agree for
man.
the most part. Well, I agree with the first team you mentioned. That's the Minnesota Vikings, and I know the Vikings fans that I know are listening are not happy with me saying that. I completely agree on Sam Darnold, bro. I can't be sold on Sam Darnold. I just can't. I gotta see it to believe it. I just do. I think Hawkinson is going to miss a chunk of the season. I don't
Mm.
know. I'm not sure what's going on with Addison just yet. I don't know if he's going to be suspended or not. I don't know if that news has dropped or not. So you got that going on with the Vikings. And if they were fully healthy, I probably view them differently. But now losing a rookie quarterback and you trying out Sam Darnold, I can't get behind it. I have not seen enough from Sam Darnold to believe in him at all. So they coming in at 4. At number 3,
Uh oh.
I got the Green Bay Packers. I got the
Okay.
Green Bay Packers coming in at 3. And I said this before. I may have said this in the Refuse to Lose chat. I think I said this to a couple of my guys. It's different when the league gets some film on you, bruh. It's different. That next year is tough. Now you have a great first year, and it's like, okay, this is the next big thing. And then the league catch up a little bit. Like, okay, we see he's weak here, he's weak there, and now you have to adjust to those weaknesses. I think he's going to be in for a sophomore slump this year. Now, it's not to say Jordan Love not going to be great. I still think ultimately he's going to be a great quarterback. I really do. I think ultimately he's going to be at the top of the top. I do. I think he has all of the talent to do so. I think people forget about the first half of the season and
Hmm.
only talk about the back half of the season. Granted, you get hot and sometimes that transfers into the next season. Sometimes that happens. But we can't completely dismiss the first half of the season where him along with the team just was not playing well. So I think going into this next season, teams will be able to exploit his weaknesses a little bit more. And I think they won't have as good of a season, or Jordan Love won't have as good of a season as people expect. He won't be terrible, but you'll see some regression this year, and the following year it'll pick up. Third, no, second, my bad. Second,
Oh man, AJ, don't do this.
I got Detroit, bro.
Oh my God.
I got Detroit, bro. I got Detroit, bro. And this, for me, bro, you bring up coaching. Dan Campbell. They love him. They play for him. But I think he's gonna sell games this year, bro. I think he's gonna sell games this year. For the Lions, it's more like I've seen them be bad for so long, bro. That now that they're all of a sudden good, I'm not sure if I'm fully ready to accept it yet. It's almost like I gotta see it at least one more year. Not saying the talent isn't there. Not saying, they haven't, made good draft picks, right? I think they have a really good team to be great. But it's one of those teams where it's like, I gotta see y'all snatch the division again for me to believe y'all gonna snatch it again. I have to see it twice, if that makes sense. I don't have a ton of logic. I don't have a ton of logic behind that. Outside of Dan Campbell, I'm not the biggest fan. And I gotta see it twice. But I got them coming in second and at number one, bro. I love what I've seen from the Bears this offseason. I love what I've seen from the Bears this offseason. I love the additions that they've made. I love the fact that they brought back Jalen Johnson. I love the fact that you still got TJ Edwards. I love the fact that you went and got Keenan Allen. You drafted a Doomsday. You got DJ Moore. You got Swift in the backfield. I think they got pieces to make Caleb Williams look great this season. I think he's going. It's weird to say a number one draft pick is going to sneak up on people, but I think in a way he's going to be a tough player to game plan for because you don't really know exactly what you're going to get from him. I think next year teams will be more prepared to deal with him. But this year, fresh out the gate, and I feel a similar way about the Commanders, and we'll get to them in a second later, but I think he's gonna be a tough player to game plan for, given the weapons he's got at his disposal. He got a bevy of weapons. Now, I agree. Their coach is not. I'm not high on him, but I think this division is gonna be separated by 1-2 games, top to bottom. I think it's gonna be very close with the Vikings kind of sneaking up or not, kind of like holding down the bottom. I think it's gonna be very close, but I think them division games, I think the Bears eke them out. I really do. I'm not sold on the Lions secondary at all still. The Packers defense can really be hit or miss, and I'm expecting a sophomore slump from Love. So, in the Vikings, I can't get behind right now because of Sam Darnold. So, that's how I'm feeling. Now, people saw me high on the Bears last season too. So, I know some people like, bro, what's up with you and the Bears? It's just, this season, I like what they have built around Caleb Williams. And I think Caleb Williams is going to come out balling. I just do. From what I've seen, I think he's going to come out balling. That's me. That's how I got it. I got Bears, Lions, Packers, Vikings.
All I got to say is, you so high on the Bears, you being in Minnesota,
I know,
make sure you keep checking the blinds, you know what I mean? Watch your whereabouts. Keep your hair on the swivel, you know what I mean? So I'm going to be out for you.
I'm already knowing.
AJ, now I got some pushback.
Okay.
Now, you said that you had to see it from the Lions again.
Yes.
All right? The Lions did what Green Bay did last year, a good second half of the season. And then what they do to follow up with the good second half of the season, had another good season, win the division, get to the playoffs, beat the Rams, beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and were up by 3 possessions on the 49ers. This close to the Super Bowl. And they lost because of their third string receiver, dropping 2 third and fourth down passes. So, the Lions had proven that they did it. What else Lions do? Ben Johnson could have been a head coach. What did Ben Johnson say? I'm coming back because we are going for a championship this year. One thing that Detroit have in their mind is not making the playoffs like the Bears. What's on their mind is going to the Super Bowl. I feel like everybody got too high on C.J. Stroud. C.J. Stroud comes in and had this beautiful season. How many wins he had last year, AJ? I think he had, 10 wins? He had 10 wins without not one significant win that whole year, but yet we think because Caleb going to have a similar CJ, he's going to win the whole NFC North. So I don't see that happening. Now, these are all predictions. I get it. Like you said, you don't have too much logic behind it. They did make a lot of good moves. I get you. Now, Detroit was already there, but I get what you're saying. But I just want to let you know that I think that's kind of a little crazy. We gonna
I'm
go with the
sure.
Lions number one.
I'm sure. Like, hey, I expect that. I expect that. And like I said, I don't have a ton of logic behind it. I just remember watching the Lions down the stretch as they started to kind of crumble and fold at times, and just see games where they just was the game against the Bears, one of the last games of the season. I'm trying to pull it up,
Yeah, they
where they
lost the
just like
Bears.
handed the Bears. Like it's moments where I'm just looking at them and it's like, yo, are you serious? The game that they handed to the Cowboys, it's like. I look at them and I'm not sold, bro. I'm not sold. I know what you said is very logical. They had a great season last year and a solid season the year before, bro. They was coming the year before, pause. They was right there. But at the end of the day, bro, I have not seen enough, and I'm very high on Caleb Williams. I haven't said this publicly. This is the first time I'm saying it. Very high on Caleb Williams this season, bro. Without people having much film on him, bro. Like I think he's gonna have a really good season, and I think they're gonna lose some. I think they're going to lose some divisional games that's gonna cost them. I think they're gonna split with the Bears. I do. I think they're gonna split with Green Bay. I do. I wouldn't be shocked to see them lose to the Vikings. I wouldn't be shocked at all. They almost lost to the Vikings last season without Kirk Cousins. Like,
I wouldn't be shocked. I wouldn't be shocked if the Bears lose to the Vikings with
of course,
Brian
of course,
as a head coach, zero blitzing all day.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they're gonna go undefeated. I just think they're gonna be a tick better than the Lions. That's how I see it. Just a tick, bro. It's not like I got the Lions going. Lions gonna be, or I'm sorry, Chicago gonna be 14-3, and then Detroit gonna fall off to 11-7. I'm not saying all that. I'm just saying, if one team is say 12-5, the other team might be 11-6. That's how close I got it. That's how close I got it right now. That's how I see it.
Okay, so Bears number one.
Bears number one.
Let's get it. All right. So let's
and Joe, full disclosure, I hope I'm wrong, bro, because I know if Caleb come out balling, I know they're gonna be ready to, unless Hurts have a sensational season, they're gonna be ready to, he better than Hurts. Yeah. So I hope I'm wrong, but I doubt it, bro. I think he's gonna be a baller.
They're gonna give him the Jordan Love treatment, putting Jordan Love on everybody.
Yep.
Everybody.
Yep.
All right, so let's go. Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.